Most people have no idea they're being played. Dave Chappelle didn't. What? Until a pimp gave him a lesson that completely changed how he saw business, control, and power. And when I heard about it, I realized something horrifying. This wasn't about what happens in the streets. This was about corporate America, Hollywood, Wall Street, and how all of these systems are designed to keep people trapped. What if I told you that every industry, every company, every Hollywood studio plays by the same rules? My name is Raf, and this is Failure in Future.
Chumps prefer a beautiful lie to an ugly truth.
A young woman walks into a room. She's tired, done, ready to leave the game. She's made her money and she wants out. And the man sitting across from her pimp, he just listens, nods, doesn't say anything. If you're this pimp, you have a problem. Your top earner, the woman making you the most money, is about to walk. Let her go, you lose your best asset. Force her to stay, she resents you. And resentment? That's dangerous. Most people assume a pimp's power comes from force, violence, threats. But that's amateur shit. A real player doesn't need chains. He makes you lock the door yourself.
I feel like I'm at the tippy top of my game, looking down at the rafters. I had to son these boys, can't leave them bastards. A lot of dudes, just some undercover actors. I don't fall for it, I'm privy to all your tactics.
Iceberg Slim wrote the book on how to play this game. He doesn't beg, he doesn't argue, he doesn't fight. He sets the stage.
An emotional debt is hard to square.
Step 1, the fake crisis. He sends the woman on a job, same as always. But this time, Slim's crew stages a robbery.
The woman set me up!
The truth? There was never any real danger. The whole thing was a setup. Step 2, the rescue illusion. When she comes back, she thinks she's in big trouble. She's panicking. She thinks the cops might be after her. Slim lets her sweat. Then, when she's at her lowest, he swoops in.
Now we got us a secret, okay? I know I'm not gonna tell, bitch. It's you? Oh, no, I ain't gonna tell.
To her, he just saved her life.
Gotcha, bitch!
Step 3, the debt creation. Now, she owes him. She's not thinking about quitting anymore. She's thinking about paying him back. She works harder, stays longer, puts in more for the man she now believes is protecting her. And just like that, she didn't escape. She fell deeper into his trap. Now, let's swap pimps and prostitutes for CEOs and employees. Because if you think this trap is just about the streets, you're not paying attention.
Feel like I'm at the top of the game, looking down at the rafters. I had to son these boys, can't leave them bastards. A lot of tools, just some undercover actress. I don't fall for it, I'm privy to all your tactics.
When dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion.
Corporations run the exact same playbook, just with better PR. It starts with fake crisis. The same way a pimp stages a robbery to create fear, a corporation stages a recession. Budgets are slashed, promotions are put on hold, layoffs are happening left and right. You hear whispers of downsizing. The whole company's on edge, and then after weeks of uncertainty, your boss calls you in.
Listen, we really appreciate everything you do. Times are tough, so we can't give out raises this year.
But if you stick it out, there will be big opportunities when things stabilize. Meanwhile, the CEO just took home a $10 million bonus.
The best deceptions are the ones that seem to give the other person a choice.
Then comes artificial debt. Just like the pimp made his worker feel like she owed him, companies keep employees trapped by making them believe they have to pay back the company's investment in them. You've all heard it before. It's not just a job.
It's an opportunity.
We're investing in you.
You're on track for something big.
This fucking industry is a monster.
They dangled the promise of a promotion just far enough away to keep you running toward it. One more quarter, one more year,
It's coming soon.
Just be a little patient and keep up that hard work.
They wrap their hands around your shoulders, tell you how much you mean to them, and then the second they don't need you anymore, they lay you off over email.
That's some cold shit.
Iceberg Slim's trick wasn't about control. It was about having people shackle themselves to him without even realizing it. Chappelle saw it, and when he did, he realized something about himself. He wasn't free. He was just the bottom bitch.
When you're a guy who generates money, people have a vested interest in controlling you.
$50 million.
What?
That's what Comedy Central put on the table. 50 million reasons to sign on the dotted line and keep Chappelle's show running. On paper, it looked like a victory lap. But when Chappelle looked at that contract, really looked at it, he saw something else.
To use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe, who the fuck could possibly know what that means?
The jokes would be his, the show would be his, the face on the screen his. But the ownership, the control, the power, that would belong to them. A pimp doesn't just ask you to stay, he makes you believe you can't leave. But Chappelle knew this. He literally read the playbook. So, when the contract negotiations took place, he was able to see through the bullshit.
Walk away, you risk losing everything.
The media, your fans, everyone will turn on you.
What kind of bullshit was that?
This deal isn't just about money, it's about securing your future. Stick with us, and we'll make sure you're taken care of.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
This network made you a star. We invested in you. Now it's time to show some loyalty.
Fuck you, you rabbit coat wearing bitch.
They sold him the idea that his career, his future, his legacy depended on them. But Chappelle saw through the act. They didn't want to keep him around because they valued him. They wanted to keep him so they could own him. Like literally, Comedy Central owned the trademark to Chappelle's show. In other words, he couldn't even use his own name. And the moment he saw that, he did the one thing they never expected. He walked away. When a woman walks out on a pimp, even after a perfectly executed play to get her to stay, the pimp will do everything in his power to make her think she made a mistake.
Run the stories!
Now the headlines roll in.
Comedian Dave Chappelle left tens of millions of dollars on the table.
Where's Dave? Where's Dave Chappelle?
The media paints him as unstable, erratic, self-destructive. Because in the world of corporate control, walking away is insanity. Unfortunately for them, it didn't work. Dave didn't go back to Comedy Central. And you know what? It kind of worked out for him. Iceberg Slim had a scheme where he would keep a worker just desperate enough to stay, not too miserable to quit, but never comfortable enough to walk away. Corporations do this by offering just enough. High salaries, stock options, bonuses, perks that make you feel rich, but not free. Because real power isn't about what you have. It's about whether you can walk away.
That's a cold game. That's the motherfucking Capitalist Manifesto. And that's why I went to South Africa. So now we got us a little secret, bitch.
Chappelle wasn't just talking about pimps and prostitutes. He wasn't even talking about Comedy Central. He was talking about the system itself. A system that makes you feel replaceable, but won't let you leave. A system that keeps you dependent while making you think you're in control. A system that rewards just enough to keep you locked in, but never enough to set you free. The real question is, do you see it? And if you do, are you running the game or is someone else running you?